Hey guys. I'd been working on a video about television, and partway through I started crying and realized it was linked to the thing that happened to me. And I don't really know if I actually did a video about it. I've written a couple blog posts. But for those of you who just watch my vlogs and don't read my blog, I don't know why you wouldn't. Almost a year ago, I found out, well, actually, the boy found out that a friend of ours, a longtime friend of ours, had, while he was helping us move, discovered an intimate tape of uh, the boy and I, and took it, copied it, put it back so that we wouldn't realize it had been taken, and and kept it this entire time. And there was another individual who had viewed it, and And then recently there was a dispute between the two of them, and this knowledge of this tape was used as blackmail. So we have the thief, we have the extortionist, and so in order to keep the extortionist from telling us, the thief told us. Well, actually, the thief told the boy told me, and I promptly went to therapy. It's been a year of growth. I've had a lot of things in my past, okay? And my therapist told me that basically what had happened was these were all small traumas, lowercase traumas. And because I hadn't really dealt with these emotionally, these particular traumas were snowballing, you know, snowball rolling down the hill, getting bigger, bigger, picking up more until it became a capital T trauma. But what I've learned is that trauma, capital T, is a lot like walking through a spider web. You think you've gotten most of it off, and either you feel phantom bits of spiderweb still on you, or you look down and you just keep finding more and more and more as time goes by. And that's a lot like it was. So today I was recording a video and I accidentally stumbled across something else that I hadn't considered about it. It was just a slightly different take. And it's probably why I'm especially critical of how certain characters' deaths and traumas are handled on television. It's because it's not about the victim. And in this particular instance of the incident, the tape incident, my emotional pain, our emotional pain, the boy and I, it was never about us. It was always about how our pain would affect the thief. But so when it came to discussing how these things are just supposed to evoke a certain reaction from um, the reader, I mean the viewer or the reader, whatever, it just, it hit very hard. Here's my important thing, okay? If you're someone who has been through a trauma, whether or not you're seeing a therapist or not, it's important to let yourself feel it so that you can work through it and feel it and get past it. So like today I sat here and I cried for a little bit, and yes, I actually did just cry. Yay for waterproof mascara, eyeliner, and waterproof concealer. Yeah, and you guys think me wearing waterproof stuff's pretty silly. But it's one of those things that, like, getting it through that led to me be able to be collected enough to be able to record this video because I think it's important. And for those of you who know someone who's gone through something traumatic, everyone experiences trauma differently, and the only thing you can do is let that person set the boundaries of what they need. Don't force them to stop crying. Don't force them to talk about it. Just let them know that whatever they need, you're there. Well, I have amazing friends, but in this past year, I have had friends come out that I didn't realize were this amazing support network. I often felt like sometimes it was just the boy and I against the world, and that a lot of our friends weren't friends, and in this case, I learned that some of our closest friends weren't really friends at all. And I learned that other people that I was afraid to call a friend, they were deeply upset by what had happened to me and check in on me and warn me about things that happened. When the celebrity photos were stolen and posted all over the internet, I had friends warn me. And it means a lot. It really does. That I have people who are concerned about my mental health and my emotional well-being. It means a lot. And honestly, if it hadn't been for this past year with my great therapist and this amazing support network, I wouldn't be the Whitney you're seeing on camera now. On paper, it's easy for me to strip bare. But it was hard for me to let other people in. In order to protect myself, I had put up a lot of walls. And so a lot of my social anxiety was actually tied to my trauma. And it's been easier for me to get more and more outgoing. I used to be a very outgoing kid. I'm feeling like I'm getting to be that person again. I'm finding people I can trust. And I'm learning that I can actually trust them. It's not just finding people, but it's actually trusting. And that's been major for me this year. So I guess what I'm saying is there's hope if you've been through something and you feel like you can't trust anyone. There are people out there who are willing to listen, who are willing to help. If you feel alone and you feel like you don't have someone to talk to, you can message me, okay? Probably the easiest way, and if you want to do it anonymously, is you can go to my Tumblr account. It's wingedkiari.tumblr.com. There is a link in the side panel that says Ask Me Stuff. And you can send me a message. Unfortunately, with anonymous stuff, I have to actually post it to my account. I can't just send messages back and forth anonymously. But if you need someone to talk to and you don't want to use your name, you can do it that way and I'll post it. Nobody will know who sent it. And I promise I'll help you as best I can. I guess that's about it. I'm not going to put all of my normal stuff, like where you can find me on the internet. I'm just going to leave that one link, wingedkiari.tumblr.com /ask, because it's only fair that since I've had so many amazing people who helped me through this, that I pay it forward. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.